Hey, I'm Dominique Duvernay, actress and comedic content creator. I'm here on set having a blast. I'm here at Mic Check with Stylist B. Y'all stay tuned. It's going to be dope. I'm excited.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Hello and welcome back to Mic Check with me, the one and only Stylist B, where we're checking in on the latest and greatest. You know, I like to bring you people that are doing big things, that are accomplishing, achieving, and crushing goals. And so today I have with us a comedy content creator, actress, and just all around hustle, real hard hustler, Miss Dominique Duvernay. Hey. How you doing?
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. Do not let the sweet smile fool you. Like, this girl works and consistently.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if I gotta create it, like she said, content creator. I'm everywhere.
Exactly. She will get it in. So I love that. She's like, oh, thank you. I'm just, relaxing. No, she's working. So I just introduced you, but introduce yourself to the audience so they know who you are and all that you do.
Well, like she said, my name is Dominique Duvernay. I'm an actress and a comedic content creator. I make funny skits and videos. I do every accent that you can think of and all these characters. And I even do videos where I just kind of like talk to the camera about random things, random topics that just kind of pop into my head. So just a personality, a comedian, online comedian, an actress, a mama.
Yeah. I love the just in front of it. Just, making thousands of people laugh, giving birth in life, just doing that.
Same old.
Just a Tuesday.
Any other Tuesday.
So first, let's get started on acting. How did you get into that?
I did my first high school play when I was 14, and I kind of, ever since when I was like 4 or 5, the first thing I ever said I wanted to be was a comedian, actually.
Right. Ironic, right?
So weird. And so as I got older, like I was always really shy and quiet. I was like the smart, quiet kid in class. I was like, I can't do comedy. But I've always been like obsessed with different comedians and all this stuff. But as I got older, I was like, well, maybe acting. I don't know. But I was like, that's not realistic.
Okay.
So all of high school, I spent like all my high school years trying to think of something else I could do. So by senior year, I was like, I can't think of anything else. So like when I graduated, I was like, I'm just gonna try acting. So ever since I graduated high school, I've been pursuing acting.
Right.
So that's just.
And you couldn't think anything else because that's what you were supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
You know what
I
mean?
was like,
you
God,
forcing
please,
it, right?
let me do
Give me
something
else. Lawyer, doctor, anything easy, right?
And I think it was Al Pacino. Somebody said like, if there's anything else in the world you could think of to do besides acting, do that.
it.
So I really tried to think.
Right. Because
else.
it's not for the faint of heart.
No.
People don't know that.
No.
It is not an industry of, oh, you're talented, you are working.
No.
It's so much more.
So many non-talented.
Yes, that's work. Sips water.
Right. It's politics and everything else.
Yeah, there's so much more to it, and I think that's why he said that. Like, do you really want to sign up for this?
Right.
That's what you want to do?
Torture
of all
yourself
the things.
for the rest of
Yes,
your-
it is. It's consistent torture because even when you're working, once you're done with that,
You're worried about the next.
you're worried about the next. What's next? What are we doing? What how am I getting paid? How am I feeding? You have kids. How am I feeding my family? Keeping the lights on, but then still doing what I love.
Exactly. And then the older you get, and like you say, having kids, then people already are naysayers from the beginning. But when you have kids and stuff, it's like,
oh, you can't.
You gotta give your life up. You have kids now.
Right.
You don't have dreams. Like, I'm sorry. Yes, I do.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Which I think is like the biggest misconception, because in my opinion, I know for me, I can't speak for everybody else. When I first started like acting and being an artist and like I want to perform or whatever, I just did it because I loved it. It wasn't until I had kids that I needed to make it mean something.
Exactly.
So I'm out here hustling harder than
Right.
people who don't have kids. I got somebody, there is someone looking at me like, oh, well, mommy says, or mommy,
Exactly.
And what I remember as a kid is my mom always said, like, you could do anything you put your mind to. And I literally had that instilled in me. But she always did something she didn't want to do, like the job she didn't want to work on, because she had kids. Like, well, I had this, and so I always said I didn't want to just instill it in my kids. I wanted it to be depicted in me, right? So when I say you can do anything you put your mind to, they're like facts, because my mommy did.
Right, exactly. I love that.
So to you naysayers, mothers are hard working son of a I was talking about months.
Shut your mouth.
So anyway, so that's cool. So okay, you were a little like, acting is not realistic, but of course that's what you ended up doing. And well, might I add, you know, you go ahead and run down the list for them. I'll wait. Go ahead. What you been on?
I was on the game. I was on freelance.
You got the game.
Yes.
Go ahead. Before it became. Remember when BET took it up?
No, that was I was on the very
but it was
first
before the drop.
Oh, yeah.
So when it was still very, very hot, because you know after certain seasons it fell off.
It was
this
when
is
they
when
first
you
came
wanted
back
to
on
be
the air.
on the game. You was ready to see what was happening with Girl Mel and what was Derwin and you were wanting to be on the show.
That was Malik's assistant.
That's right. You stole a watch.
I did.
Even there. You got me. No, you stole. You stole a watch. I remember that scene, and you know the funny part is when I saw it, I was like, I know that girl. And then you started posting. Because you're usually really good about, like, just working. And I like that.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. Because when you get caught up in that, when you're not doing, that starts messing with your spirit. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you're just working, it's okay that you're not posting that consistently. But, okay, so the game.
Freelancers with 50 Cent. And of course, with Carolina. I made Cutthroat City. That hasn't come out yet. I'm super excited about that. Everybody and their grandma's in that movie.
When does it come out?
Next year. I don't know the exact date, but I know
we're at the top of the year, so it's coming out
soon. It's Terrence Howard, Wesley Snipes, T.I.
Oh, nice little list.
Yeah, the guy that played Tupac, Demetrius.
Yeah, that's gonna be a propel. Yeah. Whenever we can get into movies where there are names that are household names, it's a good look for an actress. You know, it don't matter what role you're playing, it's a good look because you get to be able to say you act alongside.
Exactly. You know, a lot of people gonna go see it just because of his name.
Yeah, so that's good. I'm excited to see how that also affects your following, your brand, and then your artistry. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, okay, we're acting and we're booking, but not as often as we would like, or maybe not as big a roles being here, right? So then, what do we do next? Like,
that's where the internet thing comes into play. And I resisted it for so many years. And my mom, she always said, do comedy. She was like, there's no females in your lane that do comedy. And I was like, but I was thinking stand up. Yeah. I was like, I can't do comedy. That's scary. Da, da, da. And she's been preaching this for years ever since I first started acting. So as I got a little older, like around 28 last year, I was like, I'm not getting any younger. They got cute little 20-year-olds coming out to me, they want to be an actress every day. I was like, so this would be something beyond just my look that I could give that only gets better with time. You don't age out of comedy. You only get better with age. So I was like, I'm going to focus on that. And in the internet, like I used to be like, oh, that's just a YouTube personality. That's going to fade away. But the internet's such a thing right now. Yeah, I look at the internet now as how movies and TV used to be back in the old days. Like TV stars weren't the same as a movie star. Right. But so many years went by that TV stars are just as big as movie stars. Right. That's kind of what the internet's turning into now. So I was like, let me hop on this wave because this is literally the only outlet I have to show that I'm capable of doing these things. I never auditioned for this type of stuff. Right. No one calls me in for this. No one even knows that I can do it. Because we get typecast.
Exactly. We'll talk about that.
Exactly. So no one even knew. Like when I first started, everyone was like, I didn't even know you were funny. No one knew it was even there. So I was like, I'm just going to give it to y'all and push it out there and create a name for myself and create the buzz around myself and have y'all come to me. Yeah. So.
And you've been doing it successfully. When you started out, you were at 3,300 followers. You're 10K plus and still growing constantly. Yes. And that's in a matter of like a very short amount of time. I saw extreme growth, you know. Yeah. And I was liking everyone like, get it, I see it. Because the thing I applauded was the consistency. We spoke and I was like, I always wanted to do content. I always wanted, but my schedule and my this and my that. And I know you mentioned you were like, that was me. And then I just like, this is what I'm doing.
So I did start like last year, but I would do a video here and a video there. Just trying to get my feet wet just to see how people might respond. But I wasn't necessarily sure like this is what I'm doing for real. Yeah. So it was just I'm just playing around with filters.
Silly me.
Yeah. But then people were
but
like,
what do you think?
Right, exactly. No, for real. What you think about it?
Would you like it? You laugh? No.
You want more of these? So I started getting good responses, and I was like, so when my baby, my little one started pre-K this year, and as you know, we moved into the house and I'm on space now, and the kids are at school, so I was like, I'm going to take this time to do something productive. So I've been every day since they started school at the end of August, pushing out videos and just pushing out whatever I can on a daily, and that's when I started seeing like exponential growth.
Right. And it's funny, it's something to take from, you know, because I'm always like hoping my audiences take little jewels, because I feel like we're all entrepreneurs at heart. So something to take from what you just said is consistency made the difference, because it's not like you're doing something you haven't done though.
Exactly.
But you haven't done it consistently up until this point. You know what I mean? So even when you got people on the hook, they kind of fell off and went to something else because you didn't have anything else for them to, you know, nibble on. So I think that that's important to know, like when I decided to be consistent. This is something that's more than a year in the making. Yeah. Which onlookers on the outside looking in would not know that. Just all of a sudden you woke up and started doing videos, you know, and so your following grew. And so I think that that's cool that you decided to be consistent. What's the end goal? Or I shouldn't even say the end goal, but what's the goal for it all?
People used to ask me, like, what do you want to do with acting? And I'd be like, I want to be on movies and TV, and make money from it. I don't know. Now I do have a bit more of a concise thing, and I actually would love to have my own show, my own like sketch comedy. When I was growing up, one of my favorite shows was Tracy Takes On with Tracy Ullman, and she played all these characters, and she did all these accents. She even played a black character, like all these different races. She played men and women, and I loved that when I was little. I was like, I want to do that. So now that I see that I can actually do that, and I do that with my videos, I'm like, I want to recreate something like that. Like, I don't really think there's any black women that have done that. Right. So I would love to do essentially what she did, like my own sketch comedy where I'm kind of the star of it and I play like all the characters. Yeah,
I can see it. I'd watch as an artist, as a friend, as a lover of the arts. You know what I mean? I would be all in, because if you remember, like some of the shows from way back when, that's what they did. Yeah. You know what I mean? What is that? Kenan and Kel. Do you remember them? And they weren't even like that funny. Right. But because it was different things that they were doing, some of it just outlandish. It lasts for such a long time. Even remember when people used to joke about Nick Cannon being on. Right. You know, like,
look at him now.
Look at him now. Right. And so I think, and it's something that you've done, I think when you find something that's working, you keep working it, you know?
Milk it till it's
exactly.
dry.
So I applaud what you've been doing, and you know, I say that privately and not publicly. But the ideal of moving forward with it is, I think, something that everyone stops at. For whatever reason, fear, lack of time, excuses, whatever. So getting past that, I think, was the thing that you needed to do, and you did. And now it feels like second nature.
Yeah. Now, it's definitely second nature now. Like, my phone is just full of whatever I think in my head, any thought that pops up. I'm putting notes in the phone, so it's just full of little things I can talk about or skits I can make just throughout my whole day, every day. Like, something pops in my head for me to write down to shoot at some point.
And I was going to ask you that, what is your creative process?
It really is, I kind of want to sit down and actually think at some point, but I usually don't. I just go about my daily life.
And it hits you?
Like stuff will happen, and I'll be like, that's kind of funny. I'm going to elaborate on that later and take a note. Yeah. So it's really just everyday life stuff that just kind of pops up. I might see a funny meme and be like, I'm going to make a skit around with this.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so for now, at this point, you're always working. Because even when you're not, it's like you're taking everything in.
Sometimes stuff will pop up when I'm asleep. And I'll like get up out of my sleep and like write it down. If I can. Sometimes I can't get up and then I'll wake up and be like, why didn't you write that?
Because you lost
I know
it.
It was awesome, but I don't remember it. So I try to wake up and like write it down. So yeah, inspiration's everywhere.
Inspiration's everywhere. And then how are you, because I know you're recording it, but like how are you approaching that?
What do we record that? I just use my phone. I got
Are you using like new apps?
I do. I use Filmora on the computer when I want to do like my green screen. If I'm not doing a green screen, I try to do as much as I can just from the phone, so I don't have to deal with the transferring back and forth through the computer. And we transfer my internet's slow and all that crap. So I try to do as much as I can from the phone. And I use the InShot app, but if I have to do like my green screen or something, then I have to go to the computer.
Well, I'm hoping that like it gets into the hands of the right people and it just keeps growing. But either way, if you're growing your following, that equates to some type of compensation to follow. Yes. You know, have you thought about that? Like, is that a short-term goal while we're getting to the show?
Well, having like monetizing. Yes. Yes, that's absolutely.
Do I want money? Yes, I want money.
No, that's literally my exact short-term goal. Like, as I'm working my way towards my own movies and shows and stuff. Sponsors and all that. You want to send me? I don't. You want to send me some free stuff? you want to have me promote some stuff and send me some money for promoting it, I'm down for all of that.
Tell them your IG.
My IG is Dominique_DVD. Dominique_DVD. DVD stands for Dominique Victoria Duvernay. And also, I'm an actress in DVDs.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I see. You better have seen it, because I see it.
And
did you go?
Yeah, I think I did. And I even call my stuff now, whenever I get like an actual production name. But I do have at the end of my videos, I'm like straight to DVD productions.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, straight to DVD, but it's a good thing.
Yeah, because it's her DVD.
Yeah, it's all the money, all the stuff comes straight to me, DVD.
Yeah, that's right. So I thought that it would be really cool to play a little game since you do like accents and stuff. Yeah. You look fearful. You look scared. Don't be scared. It's super, super easy. So what I did was wrote down a bunch of like different places or characters. And we're going to do like, you know how they have a sound off? We're going to do like an accent off.
Oh, okay.
It's mic related, right? So all we're just going to do is like, if whatever I say, we're going to go, you can go first, second, third, like that. But whatever I say, you just have to try to do the accent that you think is appropriate for that.
Ah, okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, let's take a breather. You want some water before we start?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little nervous because I didn't warm up. I just came up with this before you got here. So I'm nervous too.
Oh, my accents come out legit.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do baby.
Like the word baby or the rap?
Talk like a baby. I'm just joking.
Okay, I'm getting ready.
I just wanted to see how much was you commit. Like the rapper or like, okay, no.
Put some respect on it.
That's right. You about to imitate baby. You was right. Let me see what that looked like.
Wait, what he said, is you finished or is you done?
She said me like the rapper or...
Just let me know where I'm going with.
Right, what's your motivation?
Yeah.
Okay, for real. French.
See, this is not the best one, but I'm okay with this one. My name is Dominique Duvernay. It's very French sounding.
Nice. Okay, I have Jamaican. They tell me they want me to talk like this all the time. You know, I don't do it all the time. Every now and then I try to put it out, you know. But
I love it.
Thank
you. It fits you so well, especially with this hairstyle.
That's what I say, you know. When I'm around it, it come out a little bit better. But if I try to put it out, I gotta find.
And the same way, if I'm around in an accent, I can pick up on it automatically. Yeah, I can hear the people doing it.
Absolutely. Okay. I have British.
This is a fun one. This is one of the first ones I learned to do when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who taught it to you?
I don't know. I just picked up, just as a kid, I've always
just
had like
around.
a thing. Yeah,
that's
always had a thing for
amazing.
accents. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me go to another one, see, you know, what's going on. Oh, it's mine. But I have Spanish/Spain. I don't know why I have Spanish/Spain, but that's what's on here. Okay, don't do that to me. You say you want me to talk Spanish all the time, but I don't know how to do that. You know, some people are different. Like everyone don't have a deep accent all the time.
That's true. Some people they got like the Puerto Rican accent.
See,
like a
Dominican is different.
The
Cuban is really deep. They get mad every time they talk. Yes. Hola. That's all I got. Hola. Okay. I don't know how well we did that one. Let me see. Okay, I have German. Nerf.
Be the same. I don't know.
I feel like it sounds
anger. Everything in German sounds angry.
It does. I can do an old lady. I know that has nothing to do with German, but you know, to shift the gears.
Yeah,
you ain't my old lady?
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing, baby? My name is Louise Cecilia Ann Boudreaux. Yeah, one time I actually played a 92-year-old woman in a play. Now I hold my face like this because I had to wear glasses on the tip of my nose when I did it.
You sound like very old lady.
You think so?
You sound very
thank you, baby. You sound a little old. You damn so.
Yes, I'm old lady. But accent.
But we look good, right? We some good looking old babies.
I definitely.
Look in the camera and smile. Okay, we're gonna stop. Thank you. Oh, that was fun. I think we did good.
I like
think we did good. I gotta brush up on some of mine, but I think we did good.
On the
But
spot,
if you
we did
right on the spot, I'm about to say. But whenever I travel, I think it's the actress in me, right? Whenever I travel, I instantly start speaking. I'm not trying to be funny. My husband hates it. He's like, if you don't stop, right? I'm like, I'm not and it sticks with me for days.
Yes, I used to be like, am I fake? Why do I?
Right, it would not be on purpose, but it was, and it was thick. Like I bit.
Right?
I'm like, what is wrong? But I think it's because as actors, we're observers. Like we're taking everything in. You learn mannerisms, like how people carry themselves, so you're just open to it.
Yeah.
So see if they dropped us somewhere, we would be authentic.
I do that now with Hispanic people when they talk to me. Like I start talking to them in that accent.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're not Spanish.
Right.
No, I don't know why I'm doing this right now. It's just
I'm worse,
doing
right?
it.
Because I do the and I start speaking Spanish.
But I
then I
speak
get
Spanish
mad.
too.
Yeah.
Like, so you look Spanish, you speak
Right.
Spanish.
I'm like,
you're not
hola, ¿qué
Spanish.
dices? No, negro solamente.
¿Cómo repite?
Sí, no, negro solamente. Y hablan español, pero es no importante.
Hola, hablo un poco de español. Bastante.
But then they keep on like, no. I'm from New Orleans.
Right. Soy de aquí.
Right. So anyway, that was fun. But I can only imagine you doing your videos because that's just so much fun. It's such a great way to be able to express yourself, right? And get it out. So I'm hoping for like continued growth and continued longevity, and I can't wait to check out Cutthroat City when it comes out. And tell me anything else you want to share with us that you want to for the new year, new whatever, new goals.
Gosh. Just more videos. More videos. I'm gonna try to keep them coming daily.
Yeah. I'll be featured in some. I'm gonna say it on camera, so
no,
that way she has
that's
to do
what
it.
I need other characters in my videos.
Well, you know,
I play all the characters.
Right. I'm about to say you can't do it by yourself. I know
Not
that.
all the time.
Right.
So yes,
I can play a multitude of characters for you.
You can do the accents. We
can,
could go all around the world.
That's right in the living room. When you ready. Look, when we do them together, I'm gonna add like segments on my show. Yeah, it's like a break. I'm gonna have to come up with a name. Y'all don't put me on the spot. I don't have one for it yet, but it'll be mic check related. So I'm excited about that. Yeah,
I love it.
So now tell me about like representation, like who you're with, where they can get information about you, all of that.
My agent is Cindy Hill, Cindy Hill Talent Agency. She's from out here.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And you have a website?
I do.
They can at least catch up on who you are.
Yes. www.dominiqueduvernay.com. Duvernay. I know that last name is Duvernay.
It should be common now, right? Because of Ava.
Oh yeah. So y'all.
I got your back. They know how to spell it. And then the IG one more time, just so we can have
Dominique_DVD.
Excellent. Straight to what?
DVD. Yeah.
I was trying to do another plug.
Dang. Yes, straight to DVD. That's me. I forgot, but it's me.
It is. So anyway, thank you so much for coming. Before we sign out, I do have a gift for you. I thought they moved. Okay, here you go.
Should I open it up?
Sure.
Oh,
you like it?
I gotta take some pictures and.
I want you to say we're gonna take some pictures after the show is finished. I got a mic check shirt. The audience probably already know because I've been giving them out. So if you're not watching the show, then you would know, and that's great. But if you are watching, then you already knew what I was gonna give and you're not surprised. But ain't nobody pulled it out and showed it. Like that's how you do a gift for somebody. For all the people you mentioned before who need to hit you up to promote their stuff. You see how she did that? I didn't say pull it out and show them. I didn't say that. She just did that. So that's why you need to contact her for all your promotional needs. For a small monetary fee or free items. I got your bag. Send me a shirt when it starts. Yeah. So anyway, but thank you for real for coming. I know, we were being silly and playing around, but ultimately you saw that there was a void. You saw that you weren't seeing the growth that you want to see at the pace that you want to see. And you created a way to get where you want to be. So I can only salute that, And I think I can have fun with you because I know you're going to make it. So I know you're going to get where you... Don't do it. They have never seen me like that. But, I know you're going to get to where you want to be. I know you've had hardships, and we didn't really cover that this episode. But I think I didn't cover it because you're so determined that we can't spend a lot of time in that place. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I'm super proud of you for what you've been doing, what you've accomplished. And, I'm going to keep watching and keep supporting. Yeah, and y'all better too. You got all the socials. You got the website. You got the production name. You already know. So go ahead.
You ain't know.
Don't say it because we're going to know you lying. So act, like, follow, all of that. Until next time, you already know exactly what it is. We are always checking in, latest and greatest. Next episode, I'll have another phenomenal person doing more phenomenal things, and I'm super excited about coming back to you with another great show. And until next time, remember, never let anyone dim your light or mute your mic. Thank you.